Now this stone has a much finer abrasive particle, so it drags a lot more. You know, the bigger particles have a lot more air between them, and so you can go a lot faster. But when you start getting down to smaller abrasive particles, you start getting a little more grab in the stone. So we're just polishing out. Right now I'm polishing out the secondary edge on the left side of the knife. So I'm just going to make a few final, very light passes on the 15 micron abrasive.
That's you're just polishing up that primary edge, it looks like.
I am, and you know, we've got teeth still, but they're becoming very tight. Mm-hmm. It's starting to get, you know, a little scary to touch. Maybe at the tip we just want to just get a few careful strokes there.
Now, sometimes those tips can be tricky because as the tip gets thin in cross section and in profile, it can kind of flex up and off the stone as you push it against there. So I found that when you get close to the tip, you really want to lighten up your pressure.
Yeah, you can't use a lot out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Still, we could use just a little more material off of there. So I'm going to put a little more pressure in there and just work that tip with slightly more pressure. And do the same thing. I kind of pivot on the point of my finger here when I'm doing these tips. Okay. Yeah, I think we're ready to move. There we go. Yeah. Let's move right on up. So see what you think of that.
So you've come back in and you've stropped that edge back in there. Now, do you mind if I test it on the paper?
Go for it.
Okay, I got a clean piece of paper here. Well, I couldn't even hear it cut. Couldn't even hear it cut. That was too easy. What about a little bit of...
Oh my God, it's popping them in the air.
Yeah, popping them in the air. Well, you know, shaving hair off your arm.
That looked like a hand mower going through.
Yeah, well, the hair on the arm is just really a first indicator of sharpness. I think a much better test.
Oh
would be to see if we could...
Oh no, be careful, Murray. Oh.
Yeah, how about that? We got a bunch of little... Seeing as that I shaved late last night, I would say that's pretty good.
Go Murray.
Okay, Hap.
Well,
you want to just review that whole process verbally and tell our viewers again kind of the steps you went through to achieve that?
We followed the Carter-Stanley method to the letter, literally. You know, we assess the knife, we thin the knife, we profile the knife, we polish the knife, and jointed the knife.